an unfortunate first frame for this Christian individual who titled his video, "The Truth About Masturbation." Parenthetical, no fap. Don't fap, chat. So we're in for a good one. I'm sure this guy has healthy, he has a quality mental health and a good understanding of his sexuality, and it's not at all regressive when he talks about masturbation. Let's go.
This is the sin that nobody wants to talk about.
The
you
sin.
won't hear about it in church, but it's so important that we address it. Just a fair warning.
The fap sin? The sin of touching your own ding-ding or your hoo-ha. If you got a hoo-ha or a ding-ding, you can't touch it. God put that there as a little temptation apple. Okay, you can't touch it. Or both. You could have both. I do, but well, okay. I guess okay. Ooh, interesting question. I'm sure it happens. Do they achieve separate, different orgasm? If you have, because oftentimes, obviously not every case, but like, is there a case where someone has two like clitoris and tip of penis, I guess, like glands? Like in a, wow. But like, Jalen, for trans masks, that's a thing? Oh, well, you're talking about, okay, wait. That's when it's the same thing, right? Or wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about when, whoa. Lady with a double vagina had double orgasms? Ooh. Anyway, if anyone has this experience, I want to ask crass but just genuinely curious questions about that. I love sex ed stuff. Church doesn't talk about masturbating. If he says church doesn't talk about masturbating, I'm going to lose my shit. Wait, does church talk about masturbating? Hold on. I didn't grow up. Hold on, guys. All right, Christians, tell me what they tell you about masturbating. Holy shit, this is new for me. I've been to a few church services. Never once they talk about my dick. It is interesting that you say you experience different orgasm from that process. I have heard that as well. That's fascinating. You masturbate with Jesus. Don't do it. It's a sin. A sin and makes Jesus cry. Oh, it's the Catholics. Lust and sin. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Right.
In this video, we're going to be talking about sexuality, physical intimacy.
I go to church 2 times a week and they tell you not to fall into the sin of temptation, which includes masturbation. Huh. Yeah. So it's your body isn't inherently sinful. You can touch your dick or your vagina, or if you have something else going on, you can touch whatever makes you fucking pleasurable. You can touch that. It's okay. It's a normal to explore your body and want to do that. The only problem that I can conceive when you do masturbation, well, there's a couple. I guess do it inappropriately around people that don't consent. Don't do that. But also, like, don't hurt yourself, I guess, unless you're into that. If that makes sense. Like, be safe. But, I mean, do whatever you want to your own body. I don't really care. So, yeah. So, if you wanna masturbate, go ahead. I'm not a big masturbator, but it happens from time to time. Safe, sane, consexual. Consexual. Just, you know. It's not a sin to touch yourself. It feels good. It relieves stress. Sometimes you're just turned on. And also it's not a sin for, you to seek pleasure with someone else. If you have mutual attraction or, just are into somebody. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. You have a sexuality. It's totally normal. You're not dirty or anything. You're just who you are. I hate to break it to you, Christians. You're a valuable, non-sinning person. that's just, trying to be happy. You don't have to feel a way about your sexuality or your body. You're who you are. You get to live in that comfortably.
Pornography.
By the way, that's a reason that I'm better than God, by the way. I actually think that you should love yourself.
If that's going to be a problem for you, put this video on hold and come back to it later when you're ready. One of the reasons we can have such honest and frank conversations on this channel here, one of the
is because you
reasons
subscribe
that I don't
immediately?
shy away from these tough topics.
So subscribe and like so more people see it?
Is because I have the base of people that support me on Patreon.
Fucking told you. Nailed it.
So I don't have to worry too much about this video getting suppressed on YouTube or not getting passed around as much or monetization being suppressed because I have you guys all sorts of a huge blessing. Now, without further ado,
I had to spend the first minute of the video. Hey, chat, before I tell you how to stop touching your dick so much, I need you to direct money directly to me.
let's dive in. So some people say that masturbation is just normal and it's natural. You'll even hear this from people that call themselves Christians as well. They say Jesus didn't really say anything about masturbation, so we're good. But I want to hone in on something that Jesus said in Matthew 5 when he talks about if you look at a woman to lust after her, you've already committed adultery with her.
Okay, can you jack off to gay porn? Serious question. Can you jack off to not the image of a woman? Can you jack off to just because you like to? Can you have a nocturnal emission? That was Lilith, by the way. She got you. She got that seed. Loophole. Yeah. $1. I need you to send money before we talk. Okay. Oh, thank you. Can I jack off to the mirror? Wow. Dionysus would do that.
Her in your heart. We need to understand there that Jesus is honing into the heart intent, the heart desire, and not just the physical act. One of the resources that I utilize for this video is
the heart desire, not just the physical act. This is so weird. How you guys contextualize sex is so fucking gross. Literally, you're just do what feels good. Stop being a weirdo. You make sex weird for people. This is why people are uncomfortable. Is this approach to sex? If you're a Christian and you've had problems in this area, anxieties, it's this shit. This is fucking crazy. This is so unhealthy. You cannot be a leftist and be a fucking Christian. Like they just aren't compatible. You can't have a well-rounded, like non-misogynistic view of sex if you are a Christian and believe this. You'd have to have a secular viewpoint on sexuality. You'd have to disagree with this guy. The problem isn't in your pants, it's in your head, yeah.
It's a book by Tim Challies called Sexual Detox. I want to recommend it for you guys because it is very, very beneficial if you want to go deeper in on this issue.
It's so crazy how many Christian men talk about experiencing addiction to porn. It's almost like they live in a sexually repressive culture that doesn't allow them to express their sexual desires honestly to themselves, their partners, their peers, etc., and it leads to an unhealthy relationship with sex. So they turn to fucking porn, get way too deep into it because they're like, oh, wow, I can actually express my sexuality privately with myself on my phone. You know what I mean? Like, it's a cope. It's pretty obvious. It's like, you don't have to be a psychology major to understand this. Like, this isn't that deep.
One of the things he points out in the book is just as abortion specifically isn't mentioned in the Bible.
The mindset kept me from realizing I was bi for a long time. Keeps a lot of people realizing they're trans as well. People think that they just don't like having sex because they feel disgusting, blah blah blah, and they're just like sex averse to having their genitals focused on. They're sex averse to having those pieces of them. Touched and enjoyed by another person in that way, unless it's with the context of, proper gendering. And then also sometimes it's even like, well, I also want to get rid of this or that. And it's like, or change this or that. I don't know who Hakeem is. I don't watch the Atheist Experience thing. excusing Muhammad's pedophilia. Well, this is what I'm saying. Otherwise, reasonable people have insane ethical beliefs because their religion leads them to it. And it also is self-harm. Like, this is harmful to teach people at the jump. And you've been taught this since you were a fucking kid. All of you were like, oh, yeah, they talk about masturbation all the time, how it's gross and awful and sinful. I mean, this is, again, it just poisons the fucking well. God doesn't exist. Therefore, your body is a natural thing. It's natural of the universe. This is better than being of God. You're not made in the image of God. You're made in the amazing, like, magical math that is probability in the universe. You exist right now. Your body is natural. Explore it. You're the universe exploring yourself. Explore. If it happens to be your body, awesome. It's someone else's. If it's the world, if it's maybe you get really into trains, it doesn't have to be sex. It could be anything. You can do anything. Just, and your line stops at other people because we have ethics. Christians say, well, if there's no God, how come you don't rape everybody? Well, because we're ethical. I have fucking empathy, psycho. Like what? I care about other people inherently. I have empathy. It's part of my, it's part of my DNA, literally. There's a reason that you see animals flock together. There's safety in numbers. We're social creatures. It is mutually beneficial to cooperate for our safety. We have developed through evolution the primate response to socialize with one another to an extent. Of course, we can also get obviously very violent. But it's like this is super easy shit. Praise Jesus, Hail Hydra. Arthas did nothing wrong. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Arthas is. I don't read enough. Trains and masturbation is the 40K thing. Trains and masturbation. Be careful and responsible if you opt to mix the two. Ooh.
We have many verses about the value of human life, of the dignity of being knitted together in our mother's womb, and how we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and how that has direct application to the issue of abortion today. Similarly, when we look at this issue of lust and from our hearts and this desire, this sexual immorality.
I love Sarah, and I lust after her regularly. And I love her more than I love anybody. It is a very bad argument. Like it's not, you say, aw, cute. This is primal loins, chat. This is not aw, cute. From my very loins, I lust after Sarah. It isn't a dignified knightly, courtly response. I'm a frothing beast, chat. Citosaurus, thanks to the tier 2. 23 months, dude. It's only been 23. Next month is 2 years? Amazing. Calm down, Laszlo. One of my favorite Laszlo lines. Hold on. This is... I bet I can find it. Is this one? I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is a song. Never mind, Laszlo. I don't give a fuck if I someone else. No, never mind. Hold on, wait. He says, I'm sure it'll be in the compilation. I don't want to watch a whole ass compilation though. Anyway, someone sees his wife. Naja sees him naked. If you don't watch the show, you should watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's actually really nice. It's really good. Wholesome and also gay. They're poly, and they're openly poly in the show, which is nice. And someone sees her boobs and goes, "Oh, I saw your wife's boobs. Sorry, bro." And he goes, "I don't care." It's the best. She flashes Sean. Is that what it is? Yeah. Amazing, Sid. I love to. You guys always tell me your little journeys here, and that's always fun. Because she's flying and drunk, yeah. The AD wife, yeah. That's funny.
We can apply this directly to masturbation as well. Something where we're looking and we're trying to gain sexual gratification, instant gratification outside of the context of marriage, of that covenantal relationship.
Outside the context of marriage, where I already have that bitch locked down. That's right. That's right, gentlemen. Be taught from an early age that the only way that you are going to get your rocks off is if you trap a woman in a legally binding contract where she has fewer rights than she did before. Hey, I'm Lardass from Twitter. How do I call in? You call in by going to the Discord. We have a lovely Christian to talk to us. And fewer rights than you, yeah. By the way, submit to your husbands. Dumbass motherfuckers, dude. So go in there and go to, I think live stream voice should be the thing. Make sure I have my permissions set because again it got fucked up. Connect. Speak. Okay, you should be able to access live stream voice by following. So just click on that and I'll pull you onto the on-air thing. I forget your specific silly thing. In a secular worldview, what grounds your ethics? Oh, it was that. Good luck. All right, let's do it. If you can get on here. What grounds your ethics? Question with a Christian. I'm in. My favorite Lazo line was from this season. The only half frog I'm interested in is the one between your legs. The Discord. There you go. So just go in here and go into live stream voice. And we'll have a little discussion. I do love them too. Why am I not murdering people without the threat of eternal hellfire? I guess we'll find out in this edition of Teaching Christians Empathy. We're giving away the game too soon. The answer is empathy. We're giving away the game too soon. He's prepped. Oh no. Oh no. I guess I was prepped too. I've talked to a Christian before. Yeah, we have another caller. If he can manage to navigate a Discord. You know how it is. You know how it is, chat. You know how it be. Well, actually, I'll just leave this down here. I'm going to turn on this. You're getting toasty for this combo? Maybe I won't turn on. Discord was not in the bottom. That's true. I fixed it. I fixed it. Now they can see live stream voice and subscriber voice, and they can pop in there. Easy peasy. I had to fix it though. But I'm just like that, you know. I had a coworker once at McDonald's who got promoted to floor supervisor, and she thought that meant she didn't have to like sweep or something anymore. And I was like, you're like 10 cents above minimum wage. You also have to sweep with us. Yeah, we sweep together. She wasn't my superior, by the way. She was my inferior. I was in charge of her. And it's like, no, you still have to fucking sweep. And so she was like, no, I refuse. And so we were like, okay, we're staying here until you sweep. And me and my buddy Dave literally stayed at McDonald's till 3 a.m. until she decided to do that. I thought I saw someone pop into live stream voice for just a second, but it didn't work out. Didn't last long. Is it welcome back, John? That's supposed to be bits. Whoops. Compassion. Yeah, I mean, sure. Probably a mixture of the two. Are you my Christian from the Twitter?
Here we go. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You Twitter guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right, making sure it's right. Hello. Hello.
What's up, man? Hold on. And two things at once. I had to exit out of your Twitch chat. All right. I'm not some super genius, man. I'm some layman, but I just had a question for you.
Yeah, sure. Are you a Christian?
I am. I'm a Christian, yeah.
Okay.
When you say something is morally better than something else, wouldn't that imply that there's wouldn't that imply that there's an ultimate standard to which you're measuring it against?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I thought under atheism, sure, but under atheism, nothing ultimate technically exists, right?
What do you mean? Nothing ultimate?
There's nothing absolute.
So yeah, there are absolute things, I guess, but in the universe, for instance, is a totally.
I mean,
physical
things exist, but I'm talking
physical reality exists. Yeah, it is absolutely all around us. We are the universe.
So yeah, so where do you derive? I guess basically, where do you derive the ought? Because I mean, you can say well-being.
Derive the ought. Where do you?
Yeah, from an ultimate creator. That's
okay, but he doesn't exist.
Sure, but I think.
Okay, so if he doesn't exist, you're currently operating in it. No, just humor me. If he currently doesn't exist, you're operating in an ethic without a God right now. If I'm right, can you agree with that? You're operating.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's how.
Sure.
So the way you form your ethic is how. God doesn't talk to you and tell you how to form an ethic. You go to whatever church you were indoctrinated into.
I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, you go to whatever church you were indoctrinated into. Let me turn the camera on for you. You get taught at an early age what the right answers to the questions are, and you never actually get any sort of critical thinking involved. You only are told the answers. And then now you are groomed into this religion to believe these things. So yeah, I mean, the way that I get my ethic is through empathy and compassion for one another. Our what is beneficial to our collective well-being is ethical.
Sure. So a few things. So I'm not really making an argument for Christianity in specific. I think just deism in general is what grounds your ethics. I'm not really talking about gay people this or anything like that.
So I'm just acknowledging that a God exists sets your ethical standard? You don't have to.
It does actually. Yeah.
Okay. So what about Vishnu? Can I have Vishnu? That sets my ethical standard.
Is that just a random word, or I'm confused? What do you mean by that?
Vishnu. Okay, Vishnu.
I'm not a genius, dude. I'm not.
Vishnu is a major god in the religion of Hinduism.
Okay. Okay.
Do you believe in Hinduism?
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
I think.
Do you know anything about Hinduism? You didn't know what Vishnu was 1 second ago. What do you know about Hinduism
Well, I was going to answer.
Yeah.
I think monotheism is a little bit more reasonable than polytheism.
Okay. What about Muhammad? Do you believe in the Prophet Muhammad?
I don't, but I will say that Muslim does have.
So is Christianity a monotheist religion?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What about but there's 3 parts. You have a triumvirate God. You have
3. Yeah, but it's one being. It's one being. 3 parts.
Interesting.
Three parts, one being. Yeah, I know the Trinity. You don't like that. I get that. It's understandable. Listen, I'm not here to try to convince you of Christianity. I'm just trying to explain to you that nothing grounds your morals. Your
nothing
morals
grounds
are no
your
better
morals.
than
Nothing grounds your morals.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
What's your moral grounded on? Are gay people ethical? Can you be gay?
I think you can have urges and still be ethical. Yeah,
can you
nothing really wrong with that.
Can you be a gay person in a loving relationship with another person of the same sex? In the same way that you or I would have a relationship with a woman. Well, me.
I really don't know. I don't condemn anybody. I really don't know. I know Christianity does, and
I'm asking you personally what your ethical standard is. Do you think you can be a gay person and be ethically sound?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do think so.
That runs contrary to your religious belief. So your ethical standard is higher than the religion that you say that you're adherent to.
I mean, why do you say that? Because of Leviticus in the Old Testament? Do you say that because of Leviticus in the Old Testament?
Do you believe in LGBTQ rights?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that runs counter to your religious belief.
Well, show me a scripture that says Jesus said it's not okay to do that.
That Jesus said he didn't come to change a jot or tittle of the law.
He said the law no longer applies because grace saved us. Didn't he say that? That's why we can eat shellfish.
The 10 Commandments not apply anymore then? He was a Jewish man. He observed the commandments. He was a deeply religious guy. He didn't say that. So later on in the New Testament, the apostle, like Paul, says that you can't be gay. Do you think that he was wrong?
Yeah, I think he was wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, I'm not some biblical.
Okay. No.
I'm not trying to.
Stop.
Yeah,
No.
Gotcha.
We got to stay right here. This isn't a gotcha. This is an important question because you are right. You are ethically better than the Apostle Paul on this question. And because you disagree with him, you're like, well, I can't go there. I better change the subject. Like, you were taught.
Oh, it's not that.
No. But listen, you were taught that you shouldn't talk about this. This is a reaction that religious people have every time I have this conversation. They have this reaction. You do the same thing.
Well, there's more well-versed Christians you could talk to. Like,
it's not about being well-versed. You don't have to be well-versed to be religious or not. This is what I'm saying. Like, your religion is false. So it, like, okay, so just humor me. You believe it's true. But in reality, the religion is false. And so to understand my motivation here, I am a person that lives in the material reality. I only use evidence to decide what I believe. I do not have any evidence for God. There has never been any evidence for God. And there's only evidence for the material universe that we exist in. So, I reject your claim of a God. And you just say, I believe in God. But you believe in it because you were taught it from a young age, I assume. Correct?
No, I became Christian at 18. Can I ask you something?
Were your parents Christian?
No, they're both atheists.
Your parents are practicing atheists.
Well, they're not practicing. Yeah, they actually.
Did they go to church?
My dad.
Did you go to church growing up?
No, my dad claims Catholic, but he's a
okay. So your dad. So you're not atheist. Your dad claims he's a Catholic. You grew up with a religious household. Did you pray and go to?
No, not at all. Like, no, not at all.
He says not he's at all. Catholic. Okay, dude.
No, he does. No, he says that, but he doesn't go to church. He doesn't pray. He drinks.
How old's the earth? Smoke. He prays and doesn't drink and smoke.
He doesn't pray. He drinks. He smokes. He's not a practicing Christian. Is my point.
Yeah.
But hold on. Where's your evidence that? Wait,
what do you mean?
Well-being, or where's your evidence that empathy or well-being is like moral? Where's your evidence for that? Why does that mean that?
That well-being is good? Do you think that your well-being is a good thing?
I think a fat obese person might think they have good well-being.
I'm a
but
fat
they don't.
obese person.
So they might think they have good well-being, but they're actually wrong. You know what I mean?
So
I don't think well-being in all cases.
So do you think that there is well-being in rejecting reality? Like if you had a fundamental mental deficit,
you're attacking Christianity, but stay on your own.
Humor me.
You don't scrutinize your own moral code. Only
I absolutely will scrutinize. You can ask me a scrutinizing question about my moral code. You didn't ask me a hard ethical question. What ethical question do you have to ask me, sir?
What evidence do you have that
that's not an ethical question? What? That's not an ethical question. But what evidence do I have that well-being is good for humans?
Why is well-being good?
Why is well-being good for humans?
Why is it any different than well-being? Why is it any different than well-being of termites? Why is it any better? Why is it good? Tell me.
I mean, are you a vegan?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so do you care about the well-being of termites the same way you care about the well-being?
I know it's really hard for you to stay on your fucking world.
What are you talking about? So the answer is no. I don't value termites the same way I value humans. Do you value termites?
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because I'm a human being and I'm not a termite.
So we're some objective thinkers here. Why are human beings more valuable than termites? Why?
They're sapiens, or lack thereof.
So.
Rather. Do you know what sapiens means?
I'm assuming smarter than termites. I don't fucking know. Tell me why that's better though.
Why is we value it because we are sapient? Because so sapience is having a personality, which you're struggling to find, but like having a frontal lobe, having a social experience, and having the understanding of self. This is what sapience is.
Okay, so anything that is self-aware, you would give moral value. So
that's
like
sentience,
things like that.
So you're talking about sentience is just self-awareness. Sapience is a more complex experience, but yeah. So so a vegan would say that yes, sapience is a prerequisite for their ethical boundary on whether or not you can treat them different. I am of the opinion, because we are naturalistic, that while I respect the well-being of sentient creatures that can understand pain and grief and being scared and all that stuff, I'm not around here kicking dogs. I'm also, I'm an omnivore, and I don't value I don't value a chicken laying an egg in an open range more than I value not eating it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, what you're saying, I'm listening.
Okay,
like,
so
really
this is how people make ethical.
but
This is just how people make ethical decisions. So this isn't complex.
I wouldn't say, but hold on, I wouldn't say it's an ethical decision. I would say it's a harm reduction. It's a harm reduction.
Okay, so is harm reduction good to you?
Right? Not always. I don't think that's always.
Okay, in what cases? In what case ought we offer more harm than not?
Maybe arming up Ukraine to go after Russia. That's a good thing, I think, right?
So,
to defend themselves from Russia. That's good. If someone's breaking into your house and they're about to steal all your shit.
Wait. So I asked you, in what case is increasing harm good?
Okay, I'll tell you one.
Okay.
Someone breaks into my house to steal my TV. How about this? Let me
That's
take
not harm reduction. You're defending yourself.
No, well, they're not harming me. If I shoot, they're not harming me.
Man?
If I shoot, if they steal my shit and then I shoot them because they're stealing my shit, technically they're not harming me.
Right, you would be aggressing there. If you shoot them because they're taking material things, this is like not ethical.
That you're saying that's not okay? I think people's living conditions and things they work for, especially in the economy today, are worth defending. And if you
do you think that if someone stole a pair of shoes from you, they should die?
How expensive are the pair of shoes, and how much is my net worth?
Yeah, you're literally a psycho. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, the human, the value of human. When I asked you the value of a human life, when I asked you the value of a human life, you said the price of a pair of shoes. When I ask you the value of an unborn fetus, is it much more than a pair of shoes to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but not when that fetus turns 15 and takes some shoes. You're dumb as fuck. You're a disgusting person. This is disgusting.
Listen.
No, this is genuinely disgusting. So here's
you're going to derail me. When you're a fat rich dude on the internet, it's easy to justify when people steal shit because you can just replace it. But when other people are when people are part of the
you're
working
angry.
class,
So
you're a fat rich dude.
You're mad twice now. Come on, dude. Hey, turn on your camera. Wait. Turn on your camera. You better be, dude. Show physique immediately. Come on. You better not be a fatty. You gotta be skinny, bro.
I'm really not.
No. You're on your phone. You're on your phone right now. Post physique. You can't body shame. No. Come on, dude. Show it. Let's do it. Big screen.
Listen.
Big screen.
You're really
You got emotional. You got emotional when I talked about your God being disgusting.
Oh, you said that earlier. I didn't care, but
I didn't care, and right now I'm pretty mad, buddy.
Right now you're.
No one cares, Josh. Sorry, Tyler.
If you don't have that much money to your name, and someone's gonna steal your livelihood, you have a right to defend
your livelihood is a pair of shoes. Look, buddy.
Can you
dude. So killing someone for a pair of shoes is a justifiable act. If God asked you to kill your child, would you?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what Abraham did, right?
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's actually psycho shit.
I mean, he didn't actually make him do it, though.
God has actually ordered the people to murder people in the Bible many times.
Jake, I like watching your show. I'm gonna have to call back in another time. I gotta go right now.
You shouldn't like watching my show. No one respects you here.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Thanks, man.
You're not a leftist, bro. You didn't live your values.
Yeah, I am.
You literally body shamed me, bro. You literally reduced to body shaming a big time leftist value because you got emotionally mad.
I call somebody fat. That means you're not
bitch. Absolutely. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off.
What does racism mean to you? Yeah, you can't answer that.
What is what? I can't answer what? Oh, sorry, he left.
I gotta go. I gotta hide the bodies.
Gotta hide the bodies.
I gotta hide the bodies of the dead children God told me to murder.
Dude. If God asked you to kill someone, would you? Is the easiest ethical question.
Dude,
the answer is
just
no.
Said yes. Blew my mind.
Yeah, man.
This is the caliber of people saying, "Where do you get your moral system from?"
Wow, another test passed. I sure hope. Woo, I'm getting sweaty from the Christians. Oh God, it's so rigorous. This. Can we please? Can we please get a better fucking class of Christian in here? One that doesn't have emotional outbursts when we talk about your fucking God. Literally, it's impossible. It's so fucking crazy. He said, did he say the F slur at the end? Amazing. It's incredible how fucking convicted these lefties are when put up against their God. It's almost like you should all listen to me about anti-theism. Every single Christian is crazy when you ask them about their crazy beliefs. Do not tolerate this cult. Do not tolerate them. Immediately went to fashion. That's just crazy, dude.